Hi Nick, Nina England here. I wanted to shoot you this quick video so I could kind of show you what I was seeing on your site. I know you were asking about SEO and title tags and meta tags, so it sounds like you'd kind of done your research, and I just wanted to make this quick video to show you some things that I saw. So I'm going to start here with just kind of going over your site, giving you some tips. I'll show you what'll work and what's not working for you and why. And I just like to give out this information, and if you decide to work with me, great. If not, you'll know what to look for when you're hiring somebody. So I've taken a look at your website, and it looks great. I absolutely love the layout. It looks like there's been a lot of time and effort put into this and making sure that your website is ready for, advertising your store as well as your online business. So a couple things I noticed right off the bat. One, your click to call button here don't work. Your account buttons and all these work, but your click to call button here don't work, and that's really important. So you might want to make sure you make this whole thing be able to click to call. I can see that just the phone does there, but that's kind of hard when you're on mobile to get that just right. So little tip there. Other than that, your website looks great. What I'm seeing is lacking right off the bat is content. We hear it all the time with digital marketing and social media and everything. Content is king. Well, that's the same for our websites. Google shows users what they're searching for based off of algorithms, and what those algorithms are looking at is a number of different things, but one of the biggest things is the content on our site. So when Google's coming across your site right now, they're first reading your business name right here, because that's the name of this image. The next thing they're reading, is going to be your navigation bar, and then they're going to start coming down here. And if these things aren't typed in here, as I can see, they're just graphics. They're reading whatever these images are named, right? So we want to make sure that we get that optimized a little bit better, so that way Google is getting what we want them to get and they're directing traffic here. Another thing is, I like to see a lot of content on the homepage, and I know that's kind of hard sometimes with e-commerce because we don't want to clutter up the page. People are coming here to look for something, but there's lots of ways we can do content and we can hide it. So that way you're getting the benefits of a typical website, say your local, tree service, and they have 1,000 words on the homepage talking about how they, service your trees. We have ways to do that with e-commerce sites and flip it and kind of hide it. So it's not in your customer's way, but it's there if they need it, and it's there for the search engines. So that was a big thing for your homepage. The next thing I was looking at your title tags like you had talked about. And I'm going to pop this up here a little bit so you can see what I'm looking at. So the title tag for your homepage is Wirral Guns, air rifles, pistols, scopes, pellets, repairs, servicing. And I've seen this on a lot of your pages where it looks like you went through and you put in the title tags, like here you got cross, comma, bows. So what Google calls this actually is keyword stuffing. That is a perfect example of keyword stuffing. And when Google's Penguin update came out not too long ago, they said there would be no more keyword stuffing. Any website that was keyword stuffing would automatically be pushed back down. So that is definitely something that needs some work. We can make these a lot more natural. And I'm going to pop over here. I'm using a special tool here so I can search where you're at. So you can see here I'm in the UK and I'm in your city. And so that way it's as if I was local and searching. So again, let's pop over here to your website, and this is where we start seeing those title tags that I'm sure you're familiar with. So we want to make sure that, like this here, air, comma, pistols, our users aren't searching that way, so we want to make sure that we name these things that our users are searching. We can also put a lot more content in here. You can see up here how long this is. You get about 55 characters or so in here. So, you could put in here, let's say for air rifles, or pre-owned guns, you could say, pre-owned air rifle guns, UK, high quality, the most high quality pre-owned air rifle guns in, you know, the UK or whatever area we're targeting with that, you know. And so you could really make that more of kind of a sentence, kind of telling the user something, and that's really what Google's looking for. The same thing goes with your page descriptions, right? So right here we have, let's see, you have some keywords in here, so like air gun needs, store, that's important. But this here, when we start putting these commas in, so we go air rifles, air pistols, accessories, pellets, CO2, you know, this is just keyword stuffing, and so Google's not happy about this at all right now. So we could, like I said, just make your content a little more unique, a little more flow, and high quality. High quality content is definitely saying something about something versus just words or phrases. Okay, so and the same thing on each one of your pages. I can see here, I'm not sure if you did these descriptions, but it looks like it might just be pulling them from the pages on some of them. So if you don't put in a description, Google just pulls it from that page. And you don't always want to do that because it's not always going to pull the most relevant content. Like here we have shopping cart, your shopping cart is empty, continue, information. So Google's just pulling that off of the shopping cart page, where we could go to that page and put a little content in the top that's keyword rich, unique, and high quality content, and put and have that on the page, as well as write a nice description here that meets the same criteria. So that's what I was seeing with those. Now let's see. I'm going to go over here and show you a couple other things. Move my window. All right, so the next thing is I went and I did some searching around, and to just kind of show you how this worked, right? I saw that one of your pages, the title tag on it was pre, owned, used, air, guns, right? So I searched this, and when I Googled this, I actually pull up your website down here at about number 8, right? So here you're actually coming up, but the problem is like I said before, our users aren't searching like this, right? So when I come over and I search it as if a user would, like used air guns, right, or pre-owned air guns, then that's kind of a different story. Then I'm having a hard time finding your website in the organic listings. Now, you are here in the maps, which this means that you did optimize your Google My Business listing better than your competitors. So I was really happy to see you are on the top of the maps local for your local listing. But your organic listing is nowhere to be found, and that really comes in very important. So we want to get you up here and not just here, so we can pull in the traffic of those that are looking online. Okay? So that was an example of that, and kind of the same thing. I did some searching around for some different things on your site. I found this site here, and they are a competitor of yours because you were down the page here, or I think it was on page 2 or 3, but you were in here. So I pulled up one of your competitors and I pulled up yours, and I'm going to talk about that for a second. So this is your competitor, and I'm going to show you a few things. You can see that they have a lot of content on their site, right? They have posts, they in the product section itself, they have some pretty lengthy descriptions and things, and I can also see that they have some hidden content behind their images and other things like that. So you can see they have a lot of content, and this is really what's pulling them above you, is all this content. They have specs, they have reviews, they have all those things. So content is definitely important. The next thing that's important is absolutely your backlinks. And if you're familiar with SEO, I'm sure you're familiar with backlinks, but just in case you're not, backlinks are like votes for your website. It's one really good website that Google trusts, telling Google, hey, we trust this website. Google, go ahead and give them a boost, right? So you have a total of 23 backlinks on your homepage. And I'm just doing your home pages as an example, but we would do this on each individual page and product on your site. But you have 23 backlinks on your homepage, which is yielding you 0 organic traffic. So you're not pulling any just search traffic from your website organically. Now, the website we just looked at, the Air Gun Depot, I pulled up theirs, and they don't have very much either, but they're outranking you. And the reason they're outranking you is right here. They have 124 total backlinks. So ideally, I would like this number to be more like, 1,000, 1,500, even if the site's been up, a couple of years, like it should be quite higher. And they could rank better, obviously, there too. But right there kind of shows you the difference between your site and your competitor site and what's harming you. So we need to run backlinks, not just to your homepage, but to each individual page and each individual product on your site. And those backlinks need to be coming from sites that are relevant to your store and what you're selling. And I can absolutely help with that. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was social media. I definitely think social media could help you a lot with running paid ads in the meantime while you wait for your SEO, because you have a very large audience to be able to, sponsor to that are looking specifically for what you offer. And I also noticed on your website you had some things like finance available and some other, kind of upsells that you could already use without having to do a major sale just to run some ads. So that was something I wanted to throw out to you as definitely a possibility. And you have a pretty large audience already on your Facebook page, and so we could extend that too, and that would help drive more traffic while you wait for SEO. While I'm on that topic, let me touch on that. That is something that a lot of e-commerce businesses don't always understand, and that's that SEO takes time. It takes quite a bit of time, especially for e-commerce. So depending on your budget, kind of depends on how fast we can go. But either way, I always tell e-commerce, if you want to be ranked number 1, we're looking, depending on the product, we're looking anywhere from 3 to 12 months before we start ranking. And in this case, I would say I would estimate it around 6 months. If we do it sooner than that, great. But a fair estimate would be around 6 months. I'm not sure what all you want help with and what all you want to do yourself, but I will let you know that I am more than able to help you with all these things and let you kind of do what you do, and I can do what I do and take this over for you. And we let's get together, let's schedule a call and we can chat. My other clients in the UK like to call me on Facebook, so on Facebook Messenger, so that way they don't have extra cell phone charges, and that's fine. But yeah, let's chat. Let me find out a little more about what your goals are, what your budget looks like, and what you're trying to accomplish this year for 2018 and ongoing. And I will be able to kind of give you a quote and let you know how we can meet those goals or what we can do to stay within your budget. So I hope to talk to you soon, Nick. And if you have any questions or want any more information that I didn't include in this video, feel free to hit me up by email or by messenger, and I'll be more than happy to help. I'll talk to you soon.